What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here with some extremely mediocre Tekken 7 gameplay. Oh boy, I am not great at this game. Now the last time I was making potential Tekken 8 videos, it's because I figured the devs were going to move on to it, since Tekken 7 is already 3 years old, and even older in Japan. Everyone's just getting tired of it and wants to move on to the next new thing. But surprise surprise, it soon became very apparent that Season 4 was coming. But now that it's been announced and revealed, it's looking like it's going to fix everything and finalize the game like Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection and Tekken 6 BR. Not to mention the actual content of Season 4 has shrunk back down to around the size of Season 1, meaning they didn't have too much planned and are just finishing things up. So now I figure it might be a good time to start making these Tekken 8 videos again. So Tekken 7 just surpassed 6 million sales, far beyond the sales of the previous couple games in the franchise, so hopefully Namco finally has some faith in the series again, and we can get an actual budget this time. And with an actual budget, we can get new features, so let's take a look at what could show up in Tekken 8. So the first new feature they should add in Tekken 8 is bringing back all the old features from Tekken 7. I know that's kinda cheating, but in Tekken 7, they added a lot, especially online, with the new rank, the wired versus wireless internet indicator, Tekken prowess. It just wouldn't make sense for it to not already be there at the start of the next game. They would have to add it in all over again in a future update. Plus there's some offline and general stuff too that they should keep, like for example all the highly requested characters. They should keep Ana and Lei in even though nobody plays them, just so Harada can avoid being bombarded on Twitter. They should keep Kunimitsu in from how highly she was demanded and how much they're switching her up and changing her. And of course keep Armor King and Julia too, all of these characters at the start. It would make a lot of effort bringing them back go to waste by not bringing them back again. Plus it'd make Tekken 8's inevitable season passes extremely boring if we just had to get the same things all over again. So yeah, all the different stuff that Tekken 7 added in through updates, they should try to get as many as they can from it and put them in Tekken 8 at the start, so they can focus on completely new and different things when Tekken 8 gets some updates. The second new feature we need for Tekken 8 is a big, brand new side mode. I haven't played too much of Mortal Kombat, but one thing I can say is that they definitely do the content portion of the game correctly. In Mortal Kombat X, they had story mode, they had your typical single-player arcade modes, they had multiplayer and online, but they also had this side mode where you could explore this temple or cavern-like area and unlock a bunch of different stuff just by venturing around. New costumes and fatalities for the characters, some in-game money, yada yada yada. So that's one thing I think Tekken needs. Tekken Bowl is fun and all, but I find that I don't really revisit it that much or play it for that long whenever I do revisit it. They just need a big fun side mode to switch up the pace for casual players when they get tired of the typical fighting gameplay. You can only grind Treasure Battle for so long. One idea I had was to put a Namco arcade in there, maybe play a couple of the old Tekkens, Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, and whatever high score you'd achieve in these games would determine the level of reward you'd get. And all of these little arcade games are already fun to play in their own right, so even when you run out of rewards to earn, you can still get some enjoyment out of them. So yeah, big fun side mode for Tekken 8. The third new feature is a bit of a 2-in-1, but also one of those two is not really a new mode, more of a half new mode, but whatever. Let's get that one out of the way. Photo mode. It's on the PC version, but not the console version for some reason. So why don't we fix that for Tekken 8? Especially with how gorgeous the next gen of consoles is going to make things look. So yeah, photo mode, quick and painless. For part 2 of this though, let's go one step beyond and add a replay editor. Now Tekken 7 recently finally brought back replays, but not only are they online only, if they are offline I can't figure out how to do it, but there's loads of untapped potential there. I mean, it's great for the competitive side because it gives you frame data, gives you punishment tips for what you could have done if you made a mistake. But there's other features in it too, like hiding the UI or changing points of view, that would be perfect for a replay editor. I'm sure every once in a while you've come across a Tekken 7 gif of this sort of slow-mo but super duper choreographed and cool looking fight. There's a couple of these and I assume they were done on the PC version with mods to hide the UI and HUD and everything, but I would love to be able to do this on a regular basis on consoles, and just spend forever making a ton of cool fight scenes. So replay editor in Tekken 8 please! New feature number 4 time. Character customization has been a staple of the Tekken series since Tekken 5, and as a casual, very semi-competitive Tekken player, it's one of the game modes besides the story mode that I'm always looking forward to the most when going into a brand new Tekken game. But I'd be lying if I said that Tekken 7's character customization wasn't extremely disappointing. Most of the customization items in Tekken 7 are just regular t-shirts and pants, and a lot of the unique stuff is extremely goofy. It's genuinely difficult to make a cool outfit or something awesome looking in Tekken 7's customization mode. It's also a lot more limited compared to previous entries in the franchise. In Tekken Tag 2, when it came to hair, you could edit the bangs, the sideburns, the back, but in Tekken 7, you just have to pick preset hairstyles that you can't edit beyond color. Not to mention you can't edit the hair at all if you put a hat on your character. So in Tekken 8, they need to improve character customization by a lot, but also add the new feature of letting us just straight up create characters from scratch like in Soul Calibur. Let us choose a fighting style and voice for them, let us choose between a set of character creation specific rage arts, just do all this kind of cool stuff for the character creation because it needs a big overhaul. And the fifth new feature Tekken 8 should add is online events. Yeah, online for Tekken 7 is pretty bare bones compared to other fighting games. Again, I don't have too much experience with Mortal Kombat, only played one game and it was ages ago, but I do remember this faction sort of thing where you could pick a team and compete against players of another faction. Even Smash Ultimate has these cool themed tournament things like villain characters, sword fighting characters, 8-bit classic characters. The Tekken Twitter even does these little matchup things every now and then. I think recently they just did Zafina versus Claudio, so I'd love to see it actually be brought into the next game. It could also help boost characters with a low play rate. As a quick example, they could do an event centered around characters that are based off famous martial artists, like how martial law is based on Bruce Lee, or Lei Wulong is based on Jackie Chan. And playing as characters in these events could help boost the rewards you earn, like increasing how fast you rank up with them, doubling Tekken Gold, etc. And since Lei has a naturally low play rate since he's difficult to use, it could boost him up quite a bit. So yeah, sounds fun, doesn't it? And that was the final new mode idea I have for Tekken 8. But let me know what you guys think. What game mode ideas do you have for Tekken 8, and what do you think of these ones? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. LeopoldTheBrave, out.